눌리니까 안경이 약간 돌아갔어요 지금. 예, 안경이 좀 돌아갔어요. 그렇죠. 그렇게 돼야죠. 그리고 이쪽도. 예, 좋아요. 이제 요 붙이셔야 되거든요. 마스크에 딱 붙여버렸어요 그냥. 마스크에 마이크를 딱 붙이셔 보세요. 붙이니까 좀 떠는데 이게 약간 긴장이 되네. 완전히 긴장 푼 상태에서 붙이세요. 완전 긴장 푸신 상태에서. 그렇죠. 예, 예, 느슨하게. 그렇죠. 이제 됐어요. 자, 타임아웃 먼저 해버릴까 우리. 그지? 지금 시간 걸린 거 하자. 자, 타임아웃 합시다. 음, 예, 김찬우, 이용환 선생님, 정혜원, 이은주, 베이지님요. 카메라. 그 카메라가 이거 사진기. 내가 들고 있나? 어, 됐어. 지니오플라스티 하고 콧대 코끝 비공 내림 실리콘 제거제. 콧대 코끝 비공 내림 실리콘 제거 4개 맞아요? 배경. 아까 사진을 다 안 찍었더라 보니까 수술 후 거만 찍고. 실리콘 제거 비공 내림 맞죠? 캡처. 그렇지. 하면 돼. 좋아요. 하나, 둘, 캡처. 됐어. 필요 없어요. 캡처. 응? 송출해요, 이제. 이제 이 화면을 그냥 이렇게 보여주세요. 지금 돌리기 힘드니까 이 화면을 요 정면에 그냥 보여주세요. 딱 할 건데. 오늘 내려가구나. 그럼 좋습니다. 오케이. 면봉. 면봉. 똑바로 해주세요. 똑바로. 그렇죠. 잘 안 들리죠? 잘 안 들리는데. 체크해 주세요. 잘 안 들린다. 잘 안 들려요. 얘기를 해주세요. 그 담당자 계실 거 아니에요. 사장님이나. So, can you hear me? My voice? Okay. Yes, third case, we're gonna do the procedures. One is chin and one is nose. So for chin, we have to put some cephalometry tracing for lateral and frontal. Because this is bony part, we need to know where the alveolar nerve, the inferior, yes. Mhm. 이상해. 오디오가 있을 거예요. 오케이. 오디오가 이상해요. 내 거의 문제가 아니야. 아까 지금 안 들렸잖아요. 아, 그래? 예. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 아까 좀 잘 안 들렸잖아요. 지금 그 문제라니까요. 지금 이 마이크의 문제가 아니에요. 아유, 좀 체크 좀 중간에 해놓으시지. 지금은 아니 의자 지금 앉아야 된다고요. 또. 이거 지금 너무 데이는데. 너무 데해요. 지금 VR이 거의 안 쓴다던데. 거의가 아니라 아무도 안 쓴다는데. 지금 레졸루션 얘기를 다 해요. 레졸루션 해상도가 너무 안 좋아서 못 쓰겠다, 못 보겠다, 볼 이유가 하나도 없다고. 레졸루션 이미지, 그 영상 이미지 질이 너무 떨어진다고. 아니 이거 제일 좋은 거란 말했어요? 지금 제일 좋은 이거 딴 거 해야 돼요? Yes. Okay, can you hear me clearly? Okay, so we're gonna do the genioplasty. That's why we have to put some supplemental tracing. So this is inferior alveolar nerve tracing. This is a black thick line. Can you see this right? So below the around 5 millimeters we cut. So maybe the 7 millimeters away from the inferior alveolar nerve, and then also we need some 3 millimeter reductions for my plan, and 7 millimeter advancement for genioplasty. For genioplasty, I'm going to do the 3 millimeter reduction and 7 millimeter advancement. And for nails, we're going to put some derotation graft. And then also we're going to do the CRCG curved recutted graft and the wedge graft. And this is silicone, so we're going to remove the silicone. This is a secondary rhinoplasty. Mm-hmm. So now we already finished the timeout, so we're gonna do we're gonna start the operation. Okay? 이제 합시다. 자, 시작합시다. 마쳤어요? 이거 좀 와줘요. 이제 나머지 정리, 나중에 정리해서 합시다. 입안에 하는 거 지금 코 아니에요. 코 지금 안 해요. 턱 턱이야, 턱. 여기 서로 설명 안 돼 있나? 여기를 봐주셔야 돼요. 이것도 크게 지금 의미가 없어요. 지금 이거로 지금 거의 의존해야 되는데. 됐어요? 보세요. 여기로 옮기세요, 지금. 보이면 말씀 주세요. 저는 못 봐요. 보여요? So can you see this, Dr. Kim? Okay, okay. I'm gonna start. Okay, 시작하겠습니다. 라이프를 슬로. I'm gonna make a very shallow incision, very shallow depth. The reason why is that the mental nerves is going out very superficial mucosa underneath. That's why this is a. Can you see? This is a mental nerve, one of branch. Can you see the white one? It's as if, yeah, this is a mental nerve. So and then we just follow the mental nerve and find the root. Okay. So so this is a mental nerve, and then we already reached the mental foramen. This here, and then another mental frame, the mental nerve. Here, can you see the mental nerve branch? Here, can you see? Okay, this is left mental nerve. We just follow the mental nerve, and we just follow this. Okay, and then we're gonna cut. Here, there's no big nerve, just minor branches. So we just cut, and also we can cut. Usually, that is my way to expose the chin. Suction, please. BP가 조금 낮춰달라고 하세요. Suction, please. Suction, please. BP 조금만 낮춰주세요. Yeah, we have to lower the blood pressure. 호비. 바꿔줘요. 한 사람 또 들어오지. 요새는 yes, secondary. She has already silicone here, so I will show you the silicone. Where is the silicone? So this is silicone. Can you see the silicone? The white one, this is silicone. So I remove it. The caliper is the caliper. Sure, sure. I'll show you. 잠깐만. Suction, please. What's that 조용해. Suction, please. There's some tissue sketch. is 또 하울링 생기는데요. Yes, it's quite. Yes, now it's all removed without any the remnant of silicone. I remove it, so we can measure. Okay, we're gonna change the mic now. We're gonna change the mic. 안경을 조심하세요. 안경. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but sound.
오케이. 아니 입을 보세요. 입을 맞춰야지. 더 위로.
Okay, yeah, we
Now we can clear. 더 위로. Suction. Okay. Suction, please. Can you see now? Can you hear now?
yes, we can. Yeah, we can hear it.
Wha-
We can see.
And what about the volume of my voice? Is it enough? Do I have to change again? 들렸다 안 들렸다 하는데 지금 라이브 서저리 이거 계속하고 안 되는데요.
Now we can hear you.
Well, what about the volume of the loudness or voice? Is it okay?
The volume is proper.
It's proper. Okay, okay. I see. 뽑이 주세요. 여기 이제 하시면 돼요. Here, that what I do is that suction, suction, suction. Here, you can see the mental 너무 조심하세요.
Dr. Pinokio, we
Uh-huh.
have questions from the floor.
Uh-huh.
My name is Dr. Korea.
Okay.
From Korea. Let me have one question.
Okay.
Recently, one report says that the bone erosion after filler injection.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, how many years does she got?
몇 년 전 수술했는지. 몇 년 전 수술했는지.
Show me the base, body base after removal silicone.
Okay, we will check. Okay, hold on, please. So during that time, I will show you how much it erode here. 이 안쪽을 보여주실래요? 여기 보이세요? 이 안쪽. 아니 여기 보일 것 같은데. 안 되나? 아니 양쪽에서 한번 보세요. 어쨌든 되는데. 고동안 노트 한번 보세요. 어깨 가리면 어깨를 제가 치우면 되잖아요. 보이나요? 예? Can you suction?
So we still cannot see the peak of the instrument. But yes,
보여요.
in this view, you're okay.
Now we can see.
Yeah, just to put your right hand aside a little bit so we can see that. Okay.
So this is a mental foramen and mental nerve. Can you see this?
Now your right hand is blocking. Okay. And the
What about
should be deeper than
여기서 보면 되는데 여기로 한번
Okay.
보세요.
sure. Okay.
Can you see this?
Yes.
This is a mental foramen, and this is you can see the bone erosion. This part you can see the bone erosion.
Yes. We
From-
can see the irregularities of the bone.
I will show you like this. Okay,
Okay.
here is. Do you think it's good? The good angles now. So here, this is already. This is a normal healthy bone, but inner side. This already eroded, no bone on this part, maybe 3 millimeters away.
Okay. So,
Can you see the difference, right? And
okay, yeah.
몇 년도 수술했어 이분? 체크했어요 그동안 하는 동안 체크해달라 했잖아. 몇 년도 수술? And here also you can see the mental foramen. Can you see this mental foramen, the right side?
Yes, we can see that.
So there's the bone erosion. Same, you can see the angles here, right? So here and this here is much different. Here's just a small step, but there's the left side is a big step. So here's much pressure here. That means, okay. 이제 연필 주세요. So we're gonna make some 잡아주세요. Make we're gonna make a mark here.
You didn't answer to my question.
Okay, we are still.
It's not implant. Chin implant.
Okay, so I'm looking for that. 몇 년 전인데? 아니 차트 봐요. 그거 말고 우리 오케이펜. Please.
Another question is you give many cases for chin augmentation.
With the chin advance. Yes, we do chin advancement. Yes. 3mm.
Erosion after filler injection.
Uh-huh.
What is wrong here?
I saw the many case about the bone erosion after filler injection because usually they inject the periosteum. So periosteum and then bone, there's some gap for fillers, and fillers can push down the bone. So a lot of pressures, can be on the bone. It's done by the fillers. That's why I get some bone erosion. I had a lot of filler erosion. I saw that. Yes. And then he underwent the Genioplasty 2005. So he's 14 years old. The 14 years, the silicone. It's quite a long time.
She had an implant for 14 years.
Yeah, she underwent Genioplasty 14 years ago. And I'm gonna make a mark for 3mm gap. Okay. And also here, I'm going to make a central line for central mark. So this is my sonics. And this for cut. So with this, when we start to work, even the soft tissue, we cannot do something. We cannot do anything. But only for hard tissue, we can make a mark, okay? So when I do the Genioplasty, I do mark first, this for marking. And then with my left hand, I can do the right cut. Suction, please. From the end to the central. 이거 보여요? 안 보일 것 같은데. Can you see? Okay, yeah. And here also. So we had a 3mm difference mark, and then here also as well. Here, please, section, please. 잘 보이나요? And also here. So, the Dr. An, the Professor An, do you have any the question after I give you answer? The Genioplasty, the year was the 2005, and then with there's a bone erosion I saw it from the fillers.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So I made a mark to using a reciprocating. So this is a kind of a This is kind of the S-club, and then we have a single use for the saw. It is a flexible ones. So 지금 휘어졌잖아. And then the Misonics is just for the reciprocating saw for the groove. Usually for just mechanical saw reciprocation, sometimes there's a move, and then it cannot stick on the. It's hard to do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the junior chin cut. Okay. With my right hand, I'm gonna cut. Okay. Can you see? It's very stable with this some groove without any. And another step. Okay, and with my left hand, I'm gonna do this. The right side cut. 이 중앙 보여줘. 중앙이 안 보여. 그렇지. Osteotomy. So I did the osteomized with the raspberry. So okay. I cut the lower part. Okay. 주세요. I separated central part. 주세요. Kelly. So I'm gonna remove the central part. So this is a 3 millimeters thickness bone. This is the genioglossus muscles. Suction, please. Here. Okay. So now see the chin. Okay. Chin, the segment. Can you see? The 3 millimeter thickness. Okay.
You can see the cut,
Okay.
small segment,
Mhm.
the cut very clearly.
Okay, thank you. And then now we're gonna move the chin. So bone erosion 있어서 10mm를 넣기 때문에 10mm 주세요. 10mm 달라고. From the CT, we cannot see the clear size of silicone. We thought 6 millimeters, but the original 10 millimeters, we changed to 10 millimeter, the 8 millimeter thickness silicones. That's why we put, we're gonna change the plates 7 to 10 millimeters. Sometimes it happens.
So you are going to advance this the segment more than
Yes. 9mm 있나 9mm? Yeah, more. 2 millimeter more. Push. 됐죠. Because of bone erosion. We could find some 3 millimeter bone erosion, and we're gonna plan to do the 7 millimeters. So that's why we're gonna do 10 millimeter advancement. Sometimes it happens. So we have to see the surgical operative field.
Okay, Dr. Kim, when you do genioplasty, like chin advancement or chin reduction, how do you expect soft tissue response ratio to bone advancement or reduction? How much?
First, I think 1 to 1. I just regards the bone to soft tissue 1 to 1. And then after I did achieve the bone advancement, I check with the soft tissue, real soft tissue. So if this is good, I can keep going on. But it doesn't good, I can change my plates, number of plates.
Okay. Yes.
So if you think about the too many variable factors, we cannot judge, we cannot decide. So I just make it simple. 그거 주세요. Goes. So 옆에서 이제 보여주세요. 그거 프로파일 템플릿 있나? 수술 전 거. 아니 이거 코만 하면 안 되잖아. 친이 있어야 되는데. 지니오플라스인데. 오 마이 갓이다. 참 대단하다. 그래서 그거로 보여주세요. 그거 있잖아. 그거 투명한 자. 우리 코 만지고 턱 하는 거. 그 비대칭 할 때 쓰는 거. From the front view, you can see the difference. You can see some protrusion, right? Can you see the chin is much narrower and much look forward, right? Can you see from the front view?
Okay.
And then from the side view, you can see how different is, and then we can check with the ideal line. 여기 ideal line. So it's all fit, right?
Yes.
All fit. So we achieved the goal. So 10 millimeter is much appropriate size than 7 millimeters. Sometimes with the CT, there's a 1 millimeter errors or 2 millimeter errors. So we changed during the surgery. So we changed the plan 7 to 10, but it's nicer look. Okay. So we finished the genioplasty. It's very stable. Okay. It doesn't move well. Very stable. And then we're gonna close. Okay. Irrigation. Now shift to the rhinoplasty. 이제 됐어. 이제 코 상태로 바꿔주세요. 이거 여기로 바꿔주시고. So to save my time, I'm gonna inject the chest first. 펜 주세요. 펜 앞에 있어요. So here, I will So I'm gonna infiltrate first and doing a closing the mucosa sutures to save our time. Okay. Okay. Vicryl for the 몇 번이고? Vicryl 30. So we're gonna close the wounds or mucosal with the Vicryl 30. Forceps, please. Forceps. Okay. So we don't care the silicone capsules. I think it will be gone after some years later. So now we are time for suturing back. So during the time, do you have any question about the genioplasty? The Dr. An gave us a very nice question. Fillers can bone erosion. Usually the filler, the doctor who doing fillers, usually they said the periosteal plane is very good. But if you put the filler too much on filler, the periosteum, subperiosteum, bone can be suppressed, the pressured by fillers. So usually, like orthodontic principles, if we push the teeth movement with the orthodontic the bracket, even the teeth can move, even the old or whatever young. Like also bone can, if we have some pressures, there's some cavity, osteoblastic the activity and how can I say? So bone loss and bone production can be produced by pressures.
Okay, so in that viewpoint,
Uh-huh.
if we put silicone implant over the periosteum
Mm-hmm.
instead of under the periosteum,
Uh-huh.
you think that it can prevent bone absorption a little bit?
Just mild pressures, yeah. So if we can put some just on the supraperiosteal, it will be better. But if the silicone is too thick, so same like strong pressures. So bone can does move according to the pressures. Bone still even the adults, because growth hormone can the bone movement is affected by growth hormone during the sleep. The growth hormone can regenerate our body, like hair growth or skin epithelialization or keratinization. The growth can control all the things. So during the sleeping time, maybe silicone can press the backward. Maybe, but on the periosteum is much better, but still has pressures. Bone can be moved during the nighttime. So if they have some habit, like lay down, the side or some lay over the abdomen, they have some pressures on the face. Sometimes we have some, you can get some affected by pressures with the, how can I say, the sleeping habit. Or if they put the hands, right hands or left hands during the study time or during the daytime, it also can be affected. So for my case, I do a lot of facial bone case. So every time I check their habits, sleeping habits, and then their lifestyle habits. So if they have facial asymmetry, they definitely have some habit to press their chin or zygoma. So even silicone can press, give some force to backward. That's why filler silicone can change our bone, even what the old is. That is what I'm thinking about. So any questions? So now almost closing the chin. So now I'm gonna shift to the chest to harvest our autologous tissues, and next step should be a nose to remove silicone first.
You almost finished closure of the chair. So did you take care of the mentalis muscle especially?
For very small chin, they have a lot of mentalis strong, very strong force. In that case, that kind of situation, I do mentalis suture, bring it back to the inside mucosa. For this case, I did some, yeah. But I don't make a hole and then push with the wire. I don't make a hole. Just strong sutures, mentalis bring it back. And then we finished, and then now shift to the chest, okay? 15분 나이프 주세요. So now also make incision. Oh, so deep. Okay. Also eye defect. So no bleeding now. It's good. Now you can see. Now we can see the. This is rectus fascia. 이거 보이나요? 이제 좀 보일 것 같아. 각도가 좀 맞네. You can see the rectus. This is fascia, right? Is it muscle fascia? So okay, glistening layers, and then we'll open just fascia. Now we can see the also glistening perichondrium, right? It was a fascia, and then this is the rectus muscle, and this is the perichondrium. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do W shape incision. Can you see well?
It's shaking a little bit, but we still can see
아니요, 그런 말 할 필요 없어요. Okay. Can you see? Now is it like a W shape? 자. So now you can see the. Can you see the exposed cartilage?
we can see that.
Oh, you cannot see. Okay. 이게 약하다 안 된다.
몸이 파워 좀 올려주시겠어요?
누구 한 명은 딱 붙어 있어요. 바로 할 수 있도록. 자, 오케이. 그냥 5 올려줘요. 5. Can you see the? Okay, now derotation 해야 되지. 비공 내림 있지, 그지? We're gonna do the derotation graph. So I'm gonna make a shallow one.
여기 있어요. 선생님 준비하고 있잖아요.
Okay. This is for derotation graft. 그런 거 이렇게 실시간 얘기해 주세요. And another derotation graft. And also for tick graft. This for tick graft. And 2로 해놓으세요. Yeah. And then this is for wedge graft. Oh. So now dig some cartilage for dorsum. Now I'm going to start the cartilage for dorsum. So I don't care the amount, the size and shape. Can you see well?
Yes, we can see that.
This
We
is
can
so this is a mild calcified cartilage. So we call this is a grade 2 calcified cartilage. So I can make classification grade 2. Because she had a silicone inside, so I'm going to harvest more about silicone. I have to consider silicone removal, so I have to harvest more.
So Dr. Kim, when you put the dorsal that's cartilage graft
Hmm.
in dorsum, do you use the existing implant pocket, or you make a new pocket for the dorsal
Okay,
graft?
that is a good question. Usually, the implant pocket is displaced, Uh, but if there's a right place, I will use it. But usually, I dissect again, so and then I have to dissect more because there's already twisted. So the external splints can have a very good the function role for stabilize the dice cartilage. So at the case, we have to keep the splint at least 2 weeks. Otherwise, it can be spread out to other the part. I will check. Serial cylinder. So around 2, right? Can you see that? This is 2 cc. Can you see, Dr. Kim?
Yes, we can see that.
So roughly we can get 2 cc the dice cartilage graft. So and no bubble inside. So we're gonna start to do dice later, okay? So now we can move on to the nose. 자, 수술 전 거, 수술 후 거 보여주세요. 사진 먼저 찍읍시다. 아까 사진 안 찍었더라. 자, 여기. 캡처. 그다음에 capture. 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 Okay. So here you can see this is my pre-op, right? Can you see? 괜찮아요.
Yes, we can.
이게 좀 이상해요. 여기로 해야 돼. 예. 저 작년에 저랬었다니까요. Can you see this is right? This is fit. This is original size. Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, this and then this is my poster plan. Here looks good. But there is silicone, so we have to put here as well. Okay, and then this part. Okay. 이제 마취할게요. So she has some small nostril, but I think I can do with a closed approach. 자, 의자 준비해 주세요. 의자 준비해 주세요. 붕 뛰어가지고, 붕 뛰어가지고. 선. 선 밟혀요. 선 밟혀요. 아니 이 작은 선 우리 비디오 선 그거 마이크 선 밟힌다니까. 마이크 선 밟힌다고 뒤로 일로 넘겨. 일로 그렇지. So I'm gonna start to do make incision, infracartilaginous incision. 이게 왜 안 되노? 오케이. 15분 나이프. 오케이. Can you see? Now I'm gonna start, right? Dr. Kim, can you see? Now, can I start? The nose?
Sure, yeah, we can see. Yeah,
Okay.
proceed.
From the foot plate, we pass the medial cross to turn to right cross, lateral cross. We make a tunnel. 이거 있나? 오케이. 지금 아니에요. 이제 체크한 거예요. 이거 보이세요? 이거 보여드리세요. 이거 보이나요? And this part. So the scar is very strong. It's hard to dissect. 코 몇 년도인지 봐볼래요?
그 몇 년도에 이전 수술 세 번째가 2009년이라고요? 세 번째가 2009년이고 지금
그러니까 뭐 거기 써놨을 거 아니야. 내가 설문 기록지에.
원장님 차례대로 몇 년도 적어 나온 거 보세요. 그거 말고
설문 기록지.
파트나 원장님 루트 파트나 설문 기록지 보세요.
Okay, now I'm gonna deliver the tip. 아니, here.
아니 그니까 세 번에 있잖아. 2009년이 마지막이면 그 전에 두 번이 몇 번?
Sorry, I have to correct her information. She did a 3 times operation. So 1996, 2006, 2009. So it's a 4-time operation. So she did many things. Sorry to give you wrong information.
So Dr. Kim, for her previous 3 operations,
Mm-hmm.
did all procedure, have all procedures done by and the nasal rhinoplasty, or did she open rhinoplasty before?
Yeah, she has scars, step ladder scars.
Okay.
Yeah, she already opened, 1999, she did the concha cartilage with the silicone. Concha cartilage for tip. And 2006, she also did the harvest another part of the ears for concha cartilage for tip. In 2009, she did put some alloderm for tip. And that's all. Yeah, that is her history.
Okay.
Suction. So I have to care about to dissect here. It's very strong scar. 지금 어쩔 수 없이. It's very tedious work to do, the harvest, the trim, the tip work.
Dr. Kim,
Uh-huh.
does the patient have a severe scar contraction in the tip, or is the scar is not that severe?
Oh, it's quite severe. It's quite hard. Scar is very hard, so it's hard to sometimes cut the tissues. Maybe from the hypertrophic scar, maybe from the alloderm, or yeah. It's very hard to proceed actually. 똑바로 잡아줘요. Okay, now you can see this is a concha cartilage with the alloderm. This is concha cartilage. Can you see some yellowish colors, cartilage? 이거 보여주세요. So I just follow the beneath the cartilage to find some original cartilage. 지금 어쩔 수 없어요.
Kim,
Uh-huh.
I wonder what reason make you decide to do endonasal approach for this case, because she already have transcolumella scar.
Okay. There's one good question. Okay. First thing is that I don't want let them to make a scar more. Sometimes sometimes this scar can be ugly. We are not sure. It can be hypertrophic or normotrophic. We are not sure yet. And second thing is that we have to. I don't want to touch. How can I say? I don't want to sacrifice the columnar artery to circulate blood supply to tip. So I don't want to pour tip circulation for my technique. So one is functional, one is aesthetic.
깨끗한 거예요.
So I know the many doctors already the scar on the columella, they open again and do the scar revision. I know, but we have to think about also tip circulation as well, because they have a lot of scar tissue. That means the circulation is not so good. So if I bring the tip up too much, the pressure can also compromise the tip circulation. That's why I don't want that kind of a situation. So now I find the silicone. Can you see the white one? Can
Yes, we can see this implant and the
Okay.
capsule.
Okay. So I just try to remove. 페리스탈 엘리베이터 그게 문제가 아니고. 오케이. Maybe there's some adhesions. So it's very adhesive. Okay. Finally, remove it. So see this? They carved much, and there's make a hold for adhesions. That's why I couldn't bring it easily. Now I remove it. So now it's quite the soft here, not a tip, just for dorsum. 여기. And and she has very soft and weak cartilage. So we also removed part of or previous cartilage, previous graft.
Okay, for her case, and it is secondary, and her lower leg of cartilage is very hypoplastic.
Yes.
Weak.
Yeah, very weak. Yeah.
In that case, I think you need stronger structure graft for hip support.
Yes.
So for this case, so can you still get enough strong hip support with your hip graft without any septal extended graft or spread graft?
For some rare case or some minor case, if the cartilage is very weak to support the tip, I do LR reconstruction graft. I put some recartilage for I exchanged. I put some online graft for LR graft for make a strong LR. But just in case. Actually, she didn't mention about the septum, but finally I got some doctors do the septal extension graft for her. So now I can see some septum here. Can you see the septum? This is I already removed some part. So this is the septal cartilage. So this is a SEG, septal extension graft. So I remove it, some part of that, but I don't need to remove whole. And then now I much comfortable to remove the cartilage, and then just later I will remove I will the spread the upper and lower cartilage between the upper and lower cartilage to put some dual rotation wing graft.
And so Dr. Kim,
Hmm.
I cannot find out whether the cartilage is intact or destructed by through the previous operations. So can you see that the cartilage is intact or destructed a lot?
I think it's some destructed, and then some original cartilage hard to find. Oh, some part I can remove it. It's a very unobvious. So some part is hard to. Oh, there is another silicone. Brown for sale. So here another silicone. Okay.
Okay, so now we just witnessed how complex the secondary operation will be without precise or exact previous operation information.
So very weak. Very. Can you see? It's a very weak.
Okay.
And now I'm going to do interposition dissection, the dissection on the scroll area to bring the tip down. Dissection. 여기 좀 어쩔 수 없어 지금은. Okay. I think we need some LR reconstruction graft for her. Maybe it's quite weak to support my tick graft. This is silicone capsules. Okay. Still, I'm still removing some scars. Very a lot. Now you can see it's somewhat movable. Can you see? Now it's movable. 이제 주세요. 저기 요거 놔두고 됐어. 이제 일로 넘겨주세요. 이거 아직 없나? 이거 그거로 줘야 되는데. 씻으면 되잖아. 예, 알겠어. 오케이. 온. 오케이. 11번 나이프. (11번) 1cc. Okay. Now I change the kitchen bed. So now I'm going to make a derotation graft for her. So any questions from audience? So one, I did it. 또 줘 보세요. 저 연골 남은 거 줘 보세요. 연골 남은 거. 갈라고 하는 거 줘 보세요. So I made a derotation graft and then also another graft for alar reconstruction. Okay, one is for left, one is for right. And we're gonna find some graft for alar reconstruction.
And Dr. Kim,
Uh-huh.
so the chopping board, so what you are using for shaping colors,
Uh-huh.
it's very interesting. So did you make it by yourself or did you buy
하나 더. Chopping machine.
chopping board, yeah, wood board?
This one.
Yes, that one. It looks very fine.
Yes. This one I didn't make it. The assistant made it. He's a very kind of my personal assistant. He made by himself, and he gave this wood for me. It's a real wood. I love this one. Thank you for asking. 15번, 10번, 11번. So I love this as kitchen bed. Yeah. Even the medical factory, they don't want to make it. They just make plastic or the metal one, not the wood. So what I'm going to do is that I make some derotation graft for not derotation graft, some alar reconstruction graft for him. Okay. And this for Ella. And after that, I'm gonna make a tip graft, okay? So I'm gonna start the Ella graft first because this is very weak. So 주세요. 이거 주세요 이제. 아까 separate 더. Okay. what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do first to do the LR reconstruction graft. It's unpredicted the plan. This is, but she has very weak LR. That's why I'm gonna make it. So for you, I think it's a very good chance to see the how can I do the LR reconstruction graft. 한 개씩 하지 말고 두 개씩. And, now change the thin to thick LR cartilage.
먹어주세요. 안정적인 저녁으로. 네. 금식해줘도
저 컷. 오케이. Now we can get strong graft for low lateral cartilage again. Sometimes we do. 아, 이거 실 하나 더 내야 되겠는데?
하시고요. TDS 하시고.
Actually, LR reconstruction graft is good contour or with the original good contour is quite good contour with the original contour because with there is how can I say the 조각도 줘봤어 조각도 블레이드 조각도 스쿠핑 하는 조. Here the contour is quite similar. This contour. That's why it looks like a fit for LR cartilage. And now we finished the one side LR reconstruction graft. I'm now moved to the other side. I do partial section of scar. Okay. Another graft. You see, it is very similar. Ella, Stella, please sterilize. 본으로 하면 돼요. It's a very similar. I'll show again. 수초 한번 더 합시다. 수초. 수초 한번 더 합시다. 이 풀렸어. 수초. 수초. 바로 집어넣으세요. 다시 꺼내주세요. 한 명 대기해요. 오케이, I'll show again. 주세요. Okay. This one. Can you see? 오, 조금 떨어져. 이거 좀 딴 걸로 바꿔줘요. 이거 딴 걸로 바꿔줘요. So it looks like Ella cartilage. There's some inside some groove. 수쳐 주세요. So this is also good for Ella reconstruction. 이 잘 안 된다 이거. Ella reconstruction graft. So with some knives, it's hard to make this kind of shape.
멀었어요.
그럼 지금 이거 하나만 하고. 세워.
다 적으실까요?
아니.
아니.
팁 다 하고 나면 더 있어요. 디로테이션 하고 나면. 자. So now I'm going to close another part for LR reconstruction graft. 괜찮아. So almost I done for the LR reconstruction graft first, which was unexpected, but sometimes it happened because of the weak. So now we can get a much strong LR cartilage. So now easy to do, bring the tip down with the derotation graft. So for very severe type of low dorsum, sometimes it happen. Very hypoplastic middle crus and lateral crus. And when you try to make this kind of graft with some knives, is almost impossible to make this kind of the contour, three-dimensional contour. So this is very good with the scooping the what is that? The gouge to make this kind of LR cartilage.
놓지 말고요.
좀 펼쳐줘요. 더블 훅으로, 다른 더블 훅으로. 뭐라고요? I almost finished. 이거 45mm 말고 90mm. 일단 디로테이션 먼저 하자. 잠깐만. Okay. So now finish the LR reconstruction graft and put some derotation graft. Now finish the LR reconstruct graft, and I'm going to do some derotation graft for this. Okay. This is a very weak. Okay.
Dr. Kim,
Mm-hmm.
so you now you are putting derotation
Yes. Yes.
in the supratip area. So
Yes. Yes.
sometimes we do
꺼놔버려.
derotation graft in the supratip area. We experience supratip fullness at the operation.
Mm-hmm.
So have you experienced any supratip fullness at the operation with derotation
Yes.
graft?
I had some experience, and to avoid the supportive fullness, we can get much higher tip, and we can avoid. And sometimes if this is the derotation graft is the concave, I don't put here. I put like this to make avoid the fullness. That is how I do it. Yes. Yes.
Put the concave
On,
side
yes.
above,
Yes.
right? Yeah, instead of downward.
That's a good question. 이거 실 또 필요하네. A lot of suture work. 이거 잡아주세요.
네, 어쩔 수 없습니다.
So with the derotation graft and the LR reconstruction graft, we can hold together, as you see before. Almost I finished one part of the rotation graft. 이쪽. 그렇지. 이제 다지면 될 것 같은데.
네?
다지면 될 것 같다고요. 자, 주세요.
실 바꾸겠습니다.
응. And 어디 갔지? 어디 갔지? 한글. 오케이. 응.
아, 실 그대로 쑤셔주면
11번.
네, 써봤습니다.
11번.
네. 찾아주세요.
주세요. 1cc. 그렇지. 맞췄고. 오케이.
Dr. Kim,
Yes.
do you use a pair of rotation, derotation graft in both sides always, or sometimes you use one single derotation graft in the center of the dorsum?
Dr. Beck used a center derotation graft, but for the reason why I use the both wing graft is that sometimes we have different nostril shows, so we cannot correct with the one single graft. That's why I every time I do the derotation graft for upturned nose, and we have to adjust the difference. I mean the asymmetric nostril show. That's why I choose this one. And much stronger. Central part, only this part they can support. Lateral part they cannot support. But for this kind of the wing graft, we have also lateral part. We can bring the tip down easily. So
Sounds reasonable.
thank you. Almost done for the derotation graft. Maybe two stitches left. 괜찮아 나도.
Okay, Dr. Kim.
Uh-huh.
Now we can see that you got a very strong support
Uh-huh.
for derotation of the tip.
Yes.
Now the remaining things, whether you can get a coronal strut.
Oh, yes.
So how would you do graft or procedure for coronal strut, coronal support?
Columnar support.
Yes. Now you have very strong
Mm-hmm.
derotation graft,
Uh-huh.
but the tip still doesn't have coronal support with graft or any other things. So what would you do for coronal support?
You will see the result maybe. Actually, I don't use only for columnar strut. Even I do this kind of strong cartilage work because maybe the many reason why the lot of doctors doing a columnar strut is from resistance from skin, I think. But if I do the rigid graft for tip two bifid cartilage, I think it's quite enough to support the support against the skin resistance somehow. So maybe you will see for what can I do for the tip work without any columnar strut. Okay. So now finish the.
네, 다 되겠습니다.
아까부터 하자고 그랬어요. Now I see that the finished derotation and then derotation and LR reconstruction together. Capture. So wax. So you see already this was pre-op, okay? This is a pre-op profile template, right? This is pre-op template, but without any tick graft. Actually, you can see the very strong forward movement like this. I already achieved this part. I achieved already this part without any columnar strut or something. But here, when you move, it's very strong. It's very strong, even strong. So I just put here and here some minor things, okay? That's why I don't need any columnar strut. And then the prevent, please. 한 얼마 나올 것 같아요? 얼마 나올 것 같아? 얼마 나올 것 같아?
더 있어봐야 될 것
베이스.
같습니다. 알아요. 근데 조금 더 있어봐야 될 것 같습니다.
이거 나머지 3개 하나 더 있잖아. I'll choose the smallest one for her. So, 이거 보이고 있죠? So I did it one. You can see the nice asymmetric tick graft. I already did like this. Same. Can you get it? And then
Yeah, we can see that.
another tick graft. Maybe for retrograft. See? So we did the very fine, the constant result for symmetry tick graft. 11번 나이프. 1cc. 요거. I need the bevel incision, like I already mentioned about that. I'll need the bevel incision. Okay. 더블룩. 이거 이제 다 가르라 하면 돼.
뒤에 빼고.
15번 이제 그 5번 그 이제 큰 수쳐 어디 갔노? 큰 수쳐 그지? I'm gonna approximate the two different LR reconstruction graft for much stronger support. Doesn't move well. And then I'm gonna put some tick graft here. Okay. The last time, the first case, maybe first case, I use the middle type of size of Pridwen, and this one is smallest size of Pridwen. It depends on their columellar width and then nose size. No, pep. 이제 모시면 돼요. 모시면 된다고.
마지막 한 타고 모셔주세요.
이거 니들이 좀 약한 것 같은데. Almost I finished the tick graft for suturing.
Okay, Dr. Kim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's your tip graft is very long. It has it's like a shell type tip graft with columella strut. So I now I can understand how it works in the tip.
Uh-huh.
And the height of tip graft
Mm-hmm.
is much more than the previous operation case,
Yes.
and so it can give the tip adequate projection above the dorsal line.
Okay.
So you change tip graft shape depending on the case, right?
Yes, yes. It's all rib cartilage. 얼마라고? 저까지 다 해서? 좀 막아. 잡아줘요. 머스키토로 잡아줘. 아니, 저 중간에. 아니, 뒤로 돌렸어. 옛날에 기억 안 나나? 옛날에 뒤로 돌렸어. 그렇지. 아니, 그렇지.
내일 오시라고
음.
전 선생님하고 첫 번째 수술한다 가셔도 되냐고. 내일 내일 오시면 돼요. 그 시간 잡혀져 있는 대로.
두 사람이지, 그지? The two first and second patient already get some consciousness and they move well. So we already order discharge for them. This. Now almost finished the tip work, a lot of tip work and a lot of sutures. I'll show you I'll show you after I suture how tips shape is and how strong is for you. Okay. 이제 닦읍시다 물로. So from the lateral view and frontal, I'll show you front of view. You can see the front here, 2 graft and 2 graft, another 2 graft. And from the lateral view, from the lateral view, 옆에서 또 보여주세요. 옆에서 누가 조정해요 지금? 옆에서 보여주세요. 그러니까 얘기가 서로 어떻게 조정된다. 아니 여기 있어야지 조정하시는 거 아니에요? From the lateral view, you can see the tip is quite like a arrow type nose because the skin is too tensive. So I'm gonna bring the tip down. I'm gonna bring the tip inside, and then you can see the result for just tip. Now this is my okay. So now almost achieved the tip first, and then I have another the dorsal work. Do you understand? You 주세요. So now I can compare with this was pre-op, and now this is the post-op. So you can see how nice that we achieved this. So almost we did it without any columella strut. Okay. So now I'm gonna close the one side like same way. Almost I do same way. Closed vicryl. Even this is a weak color, LR cartilage, we can do with the LR reconstruction graft if they have very weak. From the basal view, you can see the bigger nostril. It was very small, but I didn't cut any columella incision, the skin, and only the inner side incision. 좀 들어갔어요, 환자분?
네.
뭐가 떨어졌어?
네, 선생님.
아니.
여기 밑에 좋습니다.
바꿔야 되겠다. 바꿔야 되겠어. 배터리.
선생님, 선생님,
띵동 띵동.
선생님. 한 분이요.
자 이게요.
원장님, 애들한테 그 배터리 교체해 주세요. 네.
잠깐만. Now I finished closing one side. So I'll show you the dice cartilage. 사진 dice cartilage. Dice cartilage. 연골. Capture. Capture. Okay. 보여줘야지. Here, this is my nasion. This is my nasion. And then I'm gonna check my dissection is good or not. Actually, I didn't dissect it already. There's some pocket, but I'm gonna check if there's any limitation. Now I think it's okay. But somewhat wider, but I think I can did it. So here I just 이제 옆에서 계속 여기 이제 준비하세요. 준비하셔야 되는데. So I'm gonna start the insertion of dice cartilage. 이제 꼽으세요. 네. 거즈. 좀 물 묻은 거즈로. See? This is my post-op. You can see the better line. Can you see this?
Yeah, Dr. Kim,
Uh-huh.
we can see the result.
Okay. So she wants some operative look. So I'm not gonna put much here. I'm not gonna put some because this is original the size. There's some remnant, but she wants some very operative look. So I'm not gonna put something. He doesn't want very natural. So it looks like a made nose. Okay. So it depends on it's customized. Okay. So 연골 주세요.
Dr. Kim,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to keep another question. You do let the cartilage graft in the dorsum without wrapping.
Yes.
And I'm concerned about
US 그거 허브. I'm concerned. You concerned about what?
no, so I'm concerned about any migration of the graft later or irregular absorption in the dorsum. So how do you think of that? So have you experienced any such complications in long-term follow-up?
It depends on the muscle contractions. In my presentation, if you use too much about the procerus or the levator anguli, the alegnasi muscle, it can be twisted. So for this kind of case, before I check their habit first. So if they worry about that, I do Botox injection first. But for this case, they don't have habituation, the muscle habit. So it depends on that kind of case. And then external splint, we're gonna keep, like I told you before, I'm gonna keep that for 2 weeks. And consolidation can be performed maybe around 3 weeks. So I think it's 2 weeks is a good time for the start to consolidation. So during the if they keep the splints very well, I don't worry about much the migration or spreading out. But sometimes it happens. So that's why I sometimes I preserve the cartilage for backup.
And when you observe any irregularities on the dorsum in outpatient clinic,
Hmm.
what do you do for the irregularities?
I do regraft with the preserved cartilage, and I do RAS. So this is the most common procedure for revisional case, but rarely I do total rhinoplasty, total reconstruction of rhinoplasty. I mean, then tip and the dorsum again, removes everything and does. I don't do much. Maybe 1 or 2 cases in my 10 years, I think. Almost I do the rasping or the regrafting. I mean the cartilage filler. So very simple work. And then for prevention of pinch, I put some. 이거 안 돼 있다. 잠깐 사진 그거 주세요. I have to close. Here 이거 안 돼 있는데 왜 안 돼 있지? I have to close this part.
첫 번째 내주신 카트리지 그래도
아, 기억 못해.
기억나요?
Okay, I almost finished, and but I have to finalize, refine the tip with this because you can see there's some notching. Can you see notching? There's some notching. So in this case, I put it. I'll show again. You can see some notching here, right? Can you see?
Yes.
So in this case, I put some dense cartilage, like this. And I fix it with a very simple procedure. So we don't feel any notching here. And also I can put okay. I can put something like this. So easy to correct also pinch the nose with this without any the revision. So now I can tell you my result with the photo again. 주세요. 응? 아니 됐어. 아직 수치 아직까지. 오케이. 사진기 아까처럼 사진기 다 했어요. 이건 됐고 그 사진 찍읍시다. 사진. 아니 배경. 위로 capture and capture. So I will show you with this photo, okay? 이제 끝났어요. You can see from the lateral view how different it is. Lateral, lateral, lateral. 중심. 이것도 정면 준비해 놓으세요. 자. 지금 지금 누가 지금 하고 있는 자. Can you see? So chin, I did the chin move forward. Then this part, this one, and also tip is different, right? You can see the better defined tip, right?
Okay.
And then from the front of you, 들어봐요. 이제 다 끝났으니까 이렇게 더 들어봐요. 이렇게 나오도록. Okay. Can you see? I correct the nostril show with the derotation graft. Can you see this?
Okay.
Yeah, and then this tip is very strong. Even I push here, turn back, okay?
Okay.
Oh, all done.
Looking lesser than before.
Oh, thank you. So we're gonna do the dressing and with the splints. just 빨리 주세요.
Okay, so Dr. Kim, so would you continue the last operation without break?
Sure. I'm gonna do that. That's why I had to hurry up.
Okay, here so we continue the last operation like
넘어가세요.
we
넘어가시라고.
short break.
오케이.
Break.
넘어가시라고요.
Yeah, last operation.
넘어가시라고. 지금 끝났어요. 빨리 넘어가세요. 이게 안 됐으면 제가 시작을 못 하잖아요. 그러니까 이게 먼저 빨리 넘어가시라고요. 뜨거운 물. 이따 그건 나중에 하세요.
Okay, now we have a 5 or 10 minutes very short break. So after we will continue the last session. So as I told you before, we will also have a very small and quick closing ceremony to wrap up this event with Dr. Peter Kim. This is going to